Hey everyone, quick update for the week ending December 12th. Hope everybody had a good week. Quick look at the markets. S&P looked really strong, especially after FOMC. Had kind of a flush and a big rebound. Looked like we were heading back up to all-time highs. And then big sell-off today, a little over 1% to end the week, a little bit lower. NASDAQ even weaker. Russell hit a new all-time high before selling off today, and then so did the Dow. So NASDAQ definitely the weakest of the four. Gold has been strong all week. Did sell off a little bit today. Silver hit a new all-time high, over $65 an ounce before selling off today. 10-year yield kind of back and forth, a little bit higher for the week, settling in at 4.19. Oil just kind of bleeding lower for the week. Natural gas, after being strong for a good month and a half or two, all downhill. Got up above 5.4, down to 4.124. Euro and the pound stronger versus the U.S. dollar, especially the euro. And then Bitcoin is still just kind of chopping between that 90,000 and 95,000, settling in at a little over 90,000. The VIX popped up almost to 18 today, and then settled in at 15.74 to end the week. As far as my trades go, a good week of trading as far as profitability goes, up a little over 11,000 total between all my strategies, breaking them down by 0 and 1 DTE, a little bit red in that category. On my price action iron Condors, did a handful of them small, just small green. 1 DTEs, had one small winner, one small loser, and then a decent sized loser today. So minus 1628 on 1 DTEs. And then on my FOMC trades, had 3 winners. One was a loser, but the loser was bigger. So a little bit red on FOMC trades. So minus 1864 on the week for my 0 and 1 DTE. BIX continued to dominate. Another back-to-back good weeks. Last week, a little over 9,700. This week, a little over 11,000. One of my better weeks of the year. Tuesday was a big day of over 7,500. Today was the first day in December that I haven't had at least one max profit pin. Today was kind of a scratch day, minus $19, but overall great week and great month so far for BIX. As far as transformers, I did one DTE. That was actually last Friday, but it settled this Monday, so that was plus 570. Mahomes was on a hot streak. Had a 15-win hot streak going. Last couple have been losers, so tiny red for the week. That 15 going back to, I think, November 4th was my last loss before these two, yesterday and today. Calendars. My 6-7 that I closed out Monday was a nice winner of 3,200. A 3-4 put calendar on Monday, minus 524. And then my 2 6-7s that I did today were losers with the big move. So net for the week, plus 645 on calendars. And then I did 4 earnings trades, one in Oracle, one in Lulu, one in AVGO and Costco. 3 losers, but the one winner in Lulu put me a little bit green for the week, plus 225. And then directional trades, small green, plus $1,000. In fact, let me go to my report here. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, pretty much small kind of scratch days, which I would expect leading up to FOMC. Thursday, in fact, let me go to my day view. Yeah, so Monday, small green, Tuesday, small red, Wednesday, small red, and then Thursday is the one that really should have been green. I was up a couple $1,000s on my first couple trades, and as part of my plan, I'm only trading 3 day trades a day, but yesterday, and this was not like impulsive, I planned on the day after FOMC, typically as a big range day, so I gave myself the leniency to take more trades than 3. So I ended up taking 5 trades and ended up red after being up a couple thousand. So that's not good. So I felt myself kind of chasing the trend on that day. So ended up a little bit red. And then today, a little over 1,600. So net for the week, a little over $1,000. You can see my win rate was decent at 64%, but my size of my winners versus my losers wasn't as good as it should be, as good as it has been. So that's kind of the difference here. So, but overall, decent. I'm in November and December. Really, December has been a little bit tough on the directional trading for me. Really, the December 1st was minus 3,600, which kind of put me in the hole. But the other days have just been kind of small wins, small losses. Today was a decent win day, but just kind of feeling a little bit out of sync these last couple of weeks on the day trading. So hopefully next week we can turn it around. Got a full week of trading before the shortened week of Christmas and then New Year's after that. So last kind of full trading week of the year is next week. So look forward to that. As far as economic news goes for next week, not much on Monday. We have Empire State Manufacturing pre-market, a couple of Fed speakers. Tuesday, we have retail sales and some employment data pre-market and PMI after the market opens. Wednesday, a couple of Fed speakers. Thursday is CPI, maybe, tentative. And then Friday, not really much. Consumer sentiment and existing home sales. So got some red folder news, but should be a decent week. Got a little bit of volatility from FOMC, so hopefully we can continue to get a little bit of range, at least for the directional trading. All right, all. That's a wrap for the week. Everybody have a good weekend. Talk to you soon.